it can be, or it have to be rise the economical situation and political stabilization, I think. And that's why I think more global, more not local for one person, but I think about in general for all for humanity, yes. And that's why we have to think that the problem not starting from person, but it's also from person, because everyone have things that could. Okay, it's enough for me because it's difficult to combine words. Oh.
Thank you. And now we would like to hear from our guest and to know about your life academies and institutions. I mean not literally, but about your experience. And I would quote another man, English speaker, writer Carl Lewis: "Experience the most brutal of teachers, but you learn, my God. Do you learn?" And I would ask you, please, can you present?
Don't have enough level.
Don't care. You can start on English, then you can continue on Russian or Ukrainian. It plays. Yeah. So we would like to know about your life academies and institutions. So. Мы хотим знать о ваших жизненных академиях и институтах, которые вы проходили. Yes, please, please, your 2 minutes.
I have finished in my life technical and technical radio electronics. I passed 5 years my life in there, and then I go to university, and then I study build program for plant with electronic program menu, and then I passed 5 years of my life, and then I go to work in expedition by 30 of year only, and then I, as hobby, became learning 3D modeling for 3D printer, and it's area of jewelry, and then I found my profession, 3D modeler for different 3D printer, and maybe something like
For making steps in our club. And now I would invite the speaker for the question which can help to boost his imagination. So imagine that you are the man who follows the principle bread and circuses. Do you know this principle, ancient Roman principle, bread and circuses, хлеба и зрелищ. So imagine that you are the man who follows this motto. So please tell the story of your life and why do you follow this motto. And I know that the person who does not follow this motto is Zoya Gulko, so this task is for you, Zoya. So please tell us your story. Why do you follow the motto bread and circuses?
Now I will reincarnate into a completely opposite person. So I'm not Zoya Gulko. I'm a different person. I don't know what is my name. People are animals. They are rude, brutal, cruel, and very simple. To catch them, to rule them, to control them, you need to give them something to eat and then entertain them. Entertainment is the key to success. So people are not hungry and entertained, they are yours. You don't need to ask them philosophical questions, you don't need to show them beauty of this world. They are dumb and they want only essential needs. They have essential needs to eat, to be sufficiently fed, and to see something that will arouse their instincts. That's why you can see that my success as a leader, and I am the leader of this country, my success as a leader is that I'm not very smart, but I entertain people very long time, since my younger years. I was playing a very interesting game, which is called KVN. Then I opened a very interesting business, which is called Kvartal, and I imprisoned these dumb and foolish people. I am the leader of the country now. We don't need those academies, we don't need electronics, we don't need philosophy, we don't need culture, we don't need politics. We need to laugh and make people laugh. This is the key to your success. And my life example is a very good proof that it is true, especially in some places in this world. Some places are very attracted by humor, which is not real humor. Real humor is for clever people. But for dumb people, you need this awful humor that will make them laugh and don't sing. And this is very important. So, what shall I do now? I need to extrapolate the people who do not like me. I need to make them poor, hungry, and they will leave this life or leave this country. And the rest will follow whatever I say. If I add some more humor, they will be mine.
Thank you. I agree with you that philosophy is our enemy. That is why I will feed the audience with the quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. So, this sounds like, bad times have a scientific value. These are occasions not miss. So, my question is quite simple. Why do we have good and bad times? So, you know, philosophy, Alex, are you volunteer?
Yes, I'm volunteer.
Okay, please. The text for your speech is why do we have
Okay.
good and bad times?
times is strictly connected with this environment. Charisma. Why? Because in my imagination, charisma has two dimensions. The first dimension is leadership. The second dimension is something unique. These are two drivers of change: leadership and innovation, the uniquity. Leadership can be the changes as a whole are progressive in the history of mankind. Life is better and better, but not always they are positive for everybody. And as a whole, mankind also. There are the periods when mankind suffers. Why? Because in modern capitalist economy, market economy, it is chaotic. They are not planned. They don't think about the population. They are chaotic. And unprepared populations, the whole country suffers. This usually longs some time, 3-5 years, not more. But they are bad times for these countries, but they are bad times for these populations. And after it, usually the situation is normalized in any way. It becomes stable. There can be middle and good times. That's why these times can be only because of charisma.
Okay. Thank you guys. From downs to ups. We continue, and the next question is about inner critic. Do you know this concept? So this is like the inner voice, and which judge you and says to you, don't do it because you are bad in this. So my question is on the contrary. How our inner critics does help us? And this question goes to you, Artem.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure, because you should understand that I see you as the opposite person. Nevertheless, now please present your point of view, how inner critic can help us.
Thank you for this question. Critic help us because critic inform us where we have change, we have opportunity to change. If I don't receive critic from people, I don't know what I can do it. I like Toastmasters meeting because we have 3 parts on our meeting indeed. First we give speech, second we table topic session have, and third is evaluation session, when we listen critic, little version critic, positive critic to us, and in this session we have many important information about our
Our performance, for example.
Performance. Yeah, thank you. And after we receive this info, we change, and every day we have
you climb on the highest building, then pay money to look in the telescope, yeah, down, and yeah. Well, your husband was speaking, and I'm sure that you discussed this question also.
How did you know?
Yes. So, and I thought about this, and then the question was, I thought about Greek mythology. I thought the gods started, then the gods then down and were among people, and there were love affairs, there were the children from the gods and people, ordinary people. So, and this is the question, and that's for your speech. Why lower standards are interesting than higher standards? Low and higher standards, and why lower standards is stronger, more interesting, not so boring like higher standards.
So when talking about lower and higher standards, we should be pretty clear about what kind of standards we are talking about. You know, because I have professional deformation, I'm working in the quality sphere, and for me standards, they cannot be low and high. There is a standard, and everyone should comply. But this is the part of my professional deformment. And what about, let's say, not standards, but ways of living? Because just today we talked with one of my colleagues about how the life and what happens in our life and where we are changes us. And I thought that about my kids. They are happy enough to have parents, to be healthy, and have, I don't say everything, but almost everything they want. They have toys, they have nice food, they have support from us, they go for vacations with us to the sea. And when I was a kid, I don't have all that. And when I was desperately trying to achieve all my best, to learn hard, to in a school, in a university, to have this, higher standard of living, because I don't have this in my childhood. But on the other hand, when you are in some kind of lower standard, it helps you to push you up above the standard, and look what's going on over there. What would happen if I will appear in the other sphere, in other standard? And it helps you to make yourself better. Something.
Constant. So, people who lives according to the principle, it's still not the life, it's only the preparation for the life. So, did you meet these people, and what do you think about this? Probably I will invite you, brave man.
Okay.
So, did you meet such sort of people who follows the principle? This is not. This is still not the life. It's only preparation.
Okay.
And what do you think about this?
I would say about not about some person, but about all of us. I think all of us, every person, have the soul, and into this soul, there is also the person. People. And that's all. I think all of us need to change the position, change the side every day, or to be ordinary stuff, or to be unordinary.
Extraordinary.
Extraordinary. Something like this.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Short word change the meaning. So, dear friends, thank you for participation in table topic session, and please recall me your name. Okay. Vyacheslav, can you repeat the list of speaker during table topic session? Now, friends, I will give you these small papers, and please write the name of the speaker whom did you like the most. And he or she will be the winner of our table topic session. So, Vyacheslav, please. Can you repeat the names of?
Yes. If I'm not mistaken, the first person was Maxim.
No.
A specialist of the voice of Vadim. It's silent voice. And second is the atmosphere which was in the next room, in the near room, very loud. What to do in these situations? Use vocal variety to speak louder, or to use a mix of loud and silent speech. Frank speaking first part simply was not happening. It's a very little distance, about 5 meters. So, I have pointed usually middle max, but I will explain the very case. First part of the situation is clarity. As a whole, really Vadim excelled in the spoken word, because the idea was clear, even in spite of silent voice in the first part. From some words, the idea was understood. This was structure, vocal variety. The mark is bad because no use of tone. It should be used in varied speeches. In the great majority of speeches, the vocal variety should be used to highlight the ideas. geluidstatus, immers met aanzagelijke bereid. Especially in loud atmosphere, to be get. Eye contact, that great contact source. First part, no eye contact, looking somewhere. The second part, straight forward to the audience, straight contact. And very comfortable eye contact was in the second part. So, the middle point was very me. Gestures. They were good. But, frankly speaking, you need to use it a little bit more actively. Because first part, they were passive, but there were excellent gestures in the second. Everybody remembered it. Audience awareness.
I'm so sorry.
The speaker understood audience awareness. The speaker understood that audience needs to know something information about him. And this was demonstrated in the second part verse. So better. Comfort level. Very good comfort level. The second part. Simply practice to speak very reliable, very flexi, very friendly. Interest. This contest was as a whole very well structured. Very well structured, especially closer to the end. Because we understood the idea, we understood what has happened during the game. And why this game was important for life. One more very important remark. Conclusion. Conclusion was repeated, was very clear, but it was repeated twice. Better to finish speech by some clean words than to repeat conclusion twice. It is understandable. It made better finish speech. As a whole, I would like to say the main, as part of all my feelings. The icebreaking idea, the principle of icebreaking is the principle of openness of the newcomer to the club members was understood, and this was made. And the samples were very good. So, your place to work, voice variety, pronunciation, be a little bit more louder, more loud. And work on eyes contact, work on the structure a little bit, and conclusion. But the main problems, the problem I have understood, is using voice variety in the speech. Necessity to focus in some moments and to focus on priorities, to focus on one in one manner and to focus on other aspects in other manners. I will think that you will have developed your skills. As a whole, the speech was successful due to in time improvement in the middle of this speech. Thank you.
Because last meeting it was only 4 persons, and today we decided to make it more common for all audience and 9 persons, including myself, had a chance to speak. And you will prepare, as usual, a lot of documentation, interesting thoughts, and difficult to remember them, and difficult to prepare the right answer. It creates some kind of uncomfortable for people who are speaking. I think the question must be more simple and more clear, and it gives the chance to people to prepare the better talk for 2 minutes. Because if you don't understand very well question or topics, to prepare a speech for 2 minutes, it's extremely difficult. And now about the person who had a chance to talk, and Maxime told us about Will Smith. It was very interesting comparison. I never thought that this person really has such charisma, but it was interesting idea, and I think it was interesting talk, but because Maxime didn't have experience, no such good structure like introduction, conclusion, and body, and it was difficult for him. I hope next time he will be successful. The second speaker was Alex, and he talked about doubts, answering questions, and it was interesting idea, and I hope next time it will be more successful. Slavik was talking about his life, about his destiny, about his study and work. It was interesting, and it was interesting introduction to be acquainted with us, and I think it was interesting for all of us. And Zoya was talking about bread and circuses. It was an interesting question, a very actual question, because we are all involved in this process, and Zoya was very successful. It was a brilliant speech, and I think she was the best. And Alex, another one, Alex talked about charisma, leadership, unique features. It was an interesting idea, and but the question was too difficult for him, and he couldn't organize his talk very well. Artem was very artistic, and he used many gestures and voice, vocal things. It was very interesting, and I think this is a good approach to use his talents and abilities, even in a situation when he doesn't know what to say. It is always a good idea how to find the way in the difficult situation. I like it. Natalia told us about standards. I think it was close to the professional. Right, and it was a very interesting idea, and I think this discussion about standards in our life is very helpful for all of us. And Sasha told us about better and better preparation in the life. I think it was a little bit difficult for him to explain all his thoughts, but I appreciate you for your desire and your and you try to do it, and it was good. And now I would like to announce the result of this competition, and Zoe was, yes, Bobby? Zoe was the winner. She was and Natalia was the second, she received
Maybe I will make a photo of you for your evaluation, and Zoya. The second thing is too less for all the skills and topics that you know. I will give the word to other team of our evaluation team. This is our up counter.
Now I have 3 minutes to give you feedback about your non-important songs and words. Please, you try hard on the one
Sometimes it's important to say from the small step. Just from the very beginning. Small steps.
And Natalia 2 times. Maybe I'm. Thank you very much.
One time.
It's very difficult to follow the grammar when you are involved in the speech, when you listen to the speech. So that's why. Now some common mistakes. I often hear that we say pause, пауза по-русски, pause in English, not pause but pause.
Thank you.
Then Vadim used very good, how it is called, very good device for public speaking. He said, new friends, new schools, new jobs. 3 times repetition of the same word. Thank you very much. Crutch. Crutch sounds, crutch words, crutch. It's not scratch, it's not scratch, it's crutch. Crutches, это костыли. Crutch sounds, the sounds that we use to help us to survive. So crutch sounds, not scratch. Now, we don't use person in plural. We cannot say persons, we say people. There were 3 people, not 3 persons. Good advices, we cannot say advices. Advice is something that we cannot count. It's uncountable. So that's why we say good pieces of advice, not advices. I think globally, not global, I think globally, straight, not straight, straight. Then I will say the main. No, I will say the main thing, or I will say the main point, I will say the main. Article the is not used in front of the adjectives. We cannot say the main thing. And after if you are a winner, if you go there, not if you will go, if you will be, no. If you are, if you go, if you read, if you say, and so on. No future after if. This is a little poem. No future after if. Madam Chair.
About no future after if. Nice to remember, because when I'm trying to remind myself the sequence of tense, I remind the words from the song. I believe I could fly. If I could fly. And the last but not the least, technical member for today with his evaluation of our ability of being in time.
And it's everyone had 3 minutes, and you use 2 minutes and 40 seconds, and Vadim 1 minute and 10 seconds. And the next, it's a table topic session, and the great results, it's Alexander Grushko, it's me, 2 minutes, and Natalia Chigarna, yeah? Yeah, it's 2 minutes, it's a very good result. And also Slavic, 2 minutes, it's 4 seconds. And also Alex, 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Artem Klassen, you have a good results, it's 1 minute and 55 seconds. Yeah, and also another Sasha, you use 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I think it's good results too. And also you, Vyacheslav Gulko and Maxim, you didn't use all your time, but it's also good. Next time try to speak maybe more if you want. It's Vyacheslav 1 minute and 35 seconds, and Maxim 1 minute and 23 seconds. And also, who else I didn't say, it's Zoya Gulko, it's 3 minutes and 28 seconds. What?
But the speech was great.
Yeah, but this speech was great, that's why, and it's very interesting speech. I think in table topic session I said about everyone. No?
If Zoya over time, I'm sorry, but we had a second place winner. Who is a real winner?
Later speech.
Yes.
Did you mean the table topic session, Zoya's time?
No, what? Repeat again. In table topic?
Yes.
Who is winner or what?
No.
But how much?
Repeat please.
Here we don't count for times. Okay, Yuri.
How long was
Ah,
my speech at
Table topic? 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
No, but your results is 3 minutes and 28 seconds.
Okay. For table topic I spoke 3 minutes?
And 28 seconds.
Okay.
That's 3.5 minutes.
It means I'm disqualified?
No.
No.
It's no contest.
For people,
It's okay.
for people to know, Yuri is absolutely right. For people to